Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's makeup look is going to be a seafoam kind of green mermaid vibe inspired makeup look. This look is perfect for festival season if you're the kind of type that doesn't want to go all out with makeup, but you still want to bring a little bit of fun and a pop of color to your look, but you still want to keep it simple. So if you guys want to learn how to achieve this look, then please keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my lids with the Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer in white. And I'm going to be blending that out with a Real Techniques crease brush. Then I'm just going to set that with a matte white shadow. So for today's makeup look, we are going to be using the Morphe 35B palette. We're going to be focusing mostly on these colors right here. So the first shade I'm going to use is this light green color right here, and this will go into our crease as our transition shade. And I'm using the Sigma E40 brush to apply this into the crease. Next shade I'm going to take will be this one right here. This shade is going to be going into a crease. I'm using a Sigma E25 brush, but this will kind of just darken the eye look a little bit more. I'm also going to bring this down into the outer V, kind of wing out this eye shape. So I'm going to kind of start doing kind of like the gradient effect on the eyelids now, using the blues and greens. So the first shade I'm going to take is this matte blue, and this shade will be going out in the outer V. You want to make sure that you don't bring it all the way in because you want to leave the middle part for the lighter blue that we are going to be using. So I'm going to take the lightest shade that we first used as our transition, and I'm going to use that color to blend out the edges. This eye makeup look is going back and forth with the colors, just making sure that we have it all nicely blended together so it gives that nice kind of gradient effect. Moving on to the center of the lids, I'm going to use this blue shimmery shade right here. I'm going to put this in the center of the lid only, making sure we're not going into the inner corner because we want that spot to be for the lighter green. And I kind of take it out a little bit into that darker blue shade that we put in the outer V, just to kind of blend those two colors together. I'm going to go back in with the second shade that we used to deepen up the crease and kind of apply more of that shade because we're kind of losing that color and we kind of want to blend that shimmery blue and the green together. I'm going to take this shimmery lime green shadow now. This color will be placed in the inner corner now next to that kind of blue color that we just used. If you see like the colors are not perfectly blended together, go ahead and pick up that shimmery blue again and kind of blend those two together, just lightly blending that into that green that we just applied, just so it just doesn't look like you just applied that and just left it there without blending. So we kind of lost the outer V color, so I'm going to deepen that a little bit more with that blue that we applied in there. If you feel like the outer V isn't dark enough for you and you want to deepen it a little bit more, go ahead and take a kind of dark navy blue shade and just apply that in the outer corner just to deepen it. I kind of like it like this, so I'm going to leave it alone. And then I'm going to go for one final blend with the light matte kind of lime green shade and blend the edges. So for the inner corner highlights, I'm going to use a new product by NYX. This is their duochrome illuminators, and this is in the shade called Twilight Tint. So since it's kind of like green, kind of blue, I'm gonna use Twilight Tint, which has blue reflectives in it. It kind of looks silver, but once you swatch it on or apply it on, it has blue reflectives in it. I am going to curl my lashes. This is just a NYX lash curler. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Benefit Their Real Mascara. Moving on to lashes, I'm going to use my Iconics by House of Lashes today. So for primer today, I'm going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. Just going to focus that more on my areas where I have large pores, which is basically around my nose. I'm including my face routine in this video because I'm trying out some new products that I just bought from the drugstore. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in 108. I used this yesterday and I really liked it, so I will be using it again, just using a damp beauty blender. I know this is like one of the most talked about foundations, and I have never tried it because they never had my shade, but they didn't have my shade again at Target, so I kind of want a shade darker because I really want to try it. It's a tad dark, but it's not too noticeable. For highlighting now, I'm going to use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark or Eraser Dark Circle Treatment in Neutralizer. This is one of the first products that I've ever used when I first started doing heavy highlighting contouring. This is what I used to use when I was highlighting. So I decided to pick it up again to try it out since I haven't used it in so long. I really liked it when I used it yesterday because it gave me a really bright under eye. Obviously it's much lighter than the shades that I usually tend to go for, which is probably like just a shade lighter than my skin tone. I usually don't really like super bright under eye highlights, but I liked how it turned out yesterday, so I'm going to use it again. Now I'm just going to bake with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm going to use my Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. My absolute favorite. I basically hit pan on it. I need to get a new one. I'm going to use a Morphe M462 brush. I have been really liking this brush lately. I have never tried Morphe products until they contacted me and said they wanted to send me some stuff, so I was like, sure. So I really like their brushes. They're nice. The palettes are good for their price. Going to contour my nose as well, and I'm using the Morphe M459 to contour the nose. I really like this brush because it's like small and perfect. So I'm actually going to try a new product today as well for blush, and this is the L'Oreal Infallible Paints Blush Palette. When I actually swatched them, I wasn't too impressed. It didn't look that pigmented, but I decided to give it a try anyway with a brush. I'm going to use my Marc Jacobs blush brush. I'm going to go for the first shade right here. Okay. Definitely is better when you apply it with a brush, I think. So I'm going to use the new NYX Duochrome Illuminator today for my face highlight. And it's going to be the same shade that I used for the inner corner brow bone. I'm going to apply this with a Anastasia A23 brush, which is my favorite highlight brush of all time. This is probably like the first highlight where you could definitely tell that it's a different color on camera. Usually all highlights look the same on me in pictures and video, but this one you could definitely tell that it has some blue reflectives in it. Ooh, it's pretty. So I'm going back to finish the eye makeup. And then to basically make the eyes look more awake and open, I'm going to line my eyes with the Marc Jacobs Highliner in Deja Blue. To put this whole makeup look together, I'm going to go use the new NYX Cosmetics Cosmic Metals Lip Cream. This is in the shade called Metropolitan Night. And that completes the look, guys. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.